We've got hearts that are bigger than any city I've ever known. People come to Liverpool and they speak very highly of it. I go to other places and I feel so proud to have red blood run through my veins. So let's show the rest of the world that there can be changes made by one person following their heartache, not heartache. My heart's broken from the things I've seen the past week. Brian's been doing this for years. Brian's been doing this for years. He's had no one. He's got a brilliant team around him, but he goes out most nights on his own and he's forcing himself to take pictures of these people. He doesn't want to take the pictures, he doesn't want to have to do this. But he's doing it to raise awareness of that people are left to live like wild animals. It's your human nature to connect with someone who's suffering. So why are we all turning away and ignoring it? I don't understand why people aren't making a change. I don't know why people live on the streets in -7 temperatures and it's all sunny all day.
All wrong.
You know what? No, my son and my daughter look in my eyes. They're going to know I'm trying to make a difference and I am just ignored the problem. I want to say a massive thank you to Brian because honest to God he's opened my eyes more than anyone will ever do. And if I can help do the same that he's done for me, I'm right behind him all the way. Thank you, Brian.
Hello everyone, thank you all for coming today. We all know why you're here. To get the council to open Leave-In out and stop people dying on the streets. I want to tell you a little bit about my story first. Back in 2017 I was homeless on the streets. It went to be about 10, freezing at that time. Freezing cold, people walking past me and saying, Brian, we thought you'd be dead in the morning. We thought you'd be dead. At the time, I didn't even care about it. I died anyway. And then Lawrence Kenwright is over there now. He opened Kingsway House. Kingsway House was a place of safety for our brothers and sisters. And when I went into Kingsway House, believe me, I'd never seen the likes of what I've seen in Kingsway House in my life. People were coming in, freezing cold, bitter, and they were just giving up. They were sleeping in doorways, on benches, even in entries, whatever, they were sleeping anywhere, and it was not right. And you know what? After a few weeks, it didn't become a place of safety. It became a home. We become a family at Kingsway House. But then people over there wasn't having it. They closed it down on us, and it wasn't right. Last night, a lad come to me in the car park. He was only a young lad. 2 of his friends had been given somewhere to stay in the Adelphi Hotel. And this poor lad, because he's got mental health problems, was left on the streets. It's a fucking disgrace. Another lad, on what's that called down there? Matthew Street, sleeping in the doorway. I took him a sleeping bag. He went there, so he told to the bouncer on the door. He said, I phoned up last night, I was worried about this lad, and I was told by the council that he couldn't come out that night. He had something to do. He couldn't come out. These people are getting fucking paid to do it, and he couldn't come out. And then he told me, the bouncer said, well, it says on the leaflet, no one should spend the night on the streets. No one should spend the night on the streets. He said, well, that's all it means on the leaflet. We've only been allocated 5 rooms by Liverpool City Council. It's a fucking disgrace. I walk around the streets day and night, and they break my heart when I see these people. They break my heart. And it's so sad to see them sleeping on the doorways, on the streets of Liverpool where they shouldn't be. When there's a night shelter, lying, empty, that should be open. Now it should be open. Them people over there, I've got a lot to answer for. Thank you all so much. And here's a friend of mine now, a homeless friend of mine, Bradley. He's going to tell me about his experience of being on the streets. At the moment he's in somewhere now, but he's going to tell you the dangers of being on the streets.
Yeah, right, folks. Now, I've been homeless on and off for about 20 years now to mental health. The services in this city are absolutely disgusting. I spent 8 months earlier this year in a tent with no assistance from anybody in this city, and especially from them useless load of shite over there. It took getting beaten, getting my tent stolen, getting my shit robbed off me for me to get any assistance in this city. This is an absolute joke of a fucking situation that's going on here, and we need to be doing something about it. There needs to be more people standing up and taking a look around and seeing just how little these people give to us. It's gross, it's evil, and these people need to be stepped on. Please, people, start waking up for what's going on in the street, and just stop and have a conversation with someone every now and again, yeah? Just say hello. Do you know how far a hello goes when you're on the streets? You know how far that goes just for somebody to say hello? Thank you very much for your time, folks. please pass it on.
I'd like to ask Lawrence Conway to come up and say a word or two. Lawrence, you want to say a word? No? You sure? All right, mate. Anyone else wants? Man, come on, lad. Man has an outreach team. He works on the streets of Liverpool.
I think it's great that we've all turned up today for our cause that is so important to our hearts who are here. Like Brian, who is very inspirational, and a few others, I've been going on outreach for about 8 years, and in that time I've never seen it as bad as now. We've had temperatures of -7. At one time, let's talk about this Ladbury House. It's, at the moment, at least with Ladbury House, they used to say with 1 second night that there was no way they'd let anybody sleep on the streets for a second night. And the idea was then that they get assessed, and hopefully then over the long term they'll get somewhere to live. Now, obviously what happened was, as far as I'm aware, I may be wrong, we had COVID, and then when COVID, they shut Ladbury House, and that was understandable because of COVID, and they put them into hotels. Now, but since then, when the hotels started to open again, they went backwards, and they were left back on the street, and they never opened Ladbury House. Now, that was a place where at least for 1 second night, we knew that in these temperatures, just for that one night, nobody's going to die. They're going to get a roof over their head. That's the minimum, absolute minimum human dignity that we've got, that we should give to people. So, please, if you're over there, please think about this. You're letting people die on the streets. -7, would you, or anybody who in there is listening, would you let any of your family sleep on the street when there's an empty building? Now that's all we're asking. It must cost you more money to stick them in an hotel than to open a building. Now I know that staff there, they were good staff, and they're quite happy to help people. So why don't you stand up to what you're supposed to do and look after the people of Liverpool?
Well said.
That's your job, to make sure nobody in this city goes without at least a bed. So do your job. Open up at the night shelter every night. Thank you.
Lisa's going to say a word to again now.
I want to speak first, yeah.
Thanks, Lisa. Basically, I want to say that we need to open Ladbury House. We also need to not just help the homeless, but we need to help the dogs that the homeless have as well, because there are animals also sleeping on the streets with their owners. And I see quite often, more than not on Facebook, that people are actually totally disgust me, they really do, because they're having a go at people having dogs on the streets. But it's not like the dogs keep these homeless. They keep their owners safe and warm, because no one else in the city is, especially the council over there. And if it wasn't for Brian and other street teams like Martin's going out and helping people and feeding the dogs, and there'd be a lot more people dying on the streets. Thank you.
I'm going to say a little piece. I'm not a public speaker, by the way. I'm not, but anyway. I'm going to elaborate on what you just said there. If you had a dog that was let out, and say you had a dog, right, and you were leaving it in your back garden, and you got reported to the RSPCA, you'd be arrested, that dog would be taken off you. But why can they leave people on the streets with the dogs, and then that's okay? I don't understand that. Like, there's a lot of things I don't understand. The world just doesn't make sense to me, and it hasn't done for a long time.
Let me just say before we leave here today, we have the ideal solution in this city to help homeless people. It was the Cotton Street Project. The Cotton Street Project was an amazing thing. The love in that place was unbelievable. Believe me, it changed lives. It changed lives, but we couldn't get no help. Why? Because they wasn't helping us at all, and they just let it go to waste, and we lost it. The Cotton Street Project was the best thing that's ever come to my brothers and sisters on the streets of Liverpool. Anyone else want to say anything? Anyone? No? Okay. Yeah, come on then.
Homelessness is the result of a system that treats people like property. Capitalism is... sorry. The deprivation in our society is a result of people deciding not to share what we have. There are enough resources, there are enough homes in this city to house everyone. Ladbrough House isn't enough. The conditions in Ladbrough House were oppressive when it was open. 20 people kept in the same room to sleep at night. That's not a way people can survive or live. Like, we need to provide full housing for everybody. We can and we should. The houses that aren't being used in the city right now by landlords, by people who have their second homes in the city, they're responsible for the suffering we see on the streets. This inequality is by choice and by design. We need to fight for something better.